Hello alls! So today apparently, so it's November 1st, it is vegan day, so happy vegan day to you, vegan or not. I'm saying this without knowing when this video will go out, but never mind, happy vegan day to you. So as you can see from the title, today we're gonna talk about all the readathons in November and December. And when I say all the readathons, it's just the one that I've heard of, that I found about, etc, etc, because obviously I'm pretty sure there are thousands and thousands of readathons going on in the next 2 months, but I'm not gonna name them all. And yeah. So last time I tried to put all the links down below, you know, the YouTube ones, the Twitter one, the Instagram one, all the creators and co-hosts, etc. YouTube didn't allow me to do that, so I just tried to link the Twitter account if there was one, and if there wasn't one, just the YouTube channel, etc, etc. So I will try to do the same this time. So I will prioritize Twitter, and then after, when you go on Twitter, you can find all the other links, like, obviously. So in case you're wondering, I took notes of everything, but obviously I'm just gonna check at the same time as I'm talking to you on Twitter, YouTube, etc. for more information, because I just took like a few very rapid, fast and short notes about each readathon. There is a lot going on in November. I have less stuff going on in December, I think. Let me check. Yeah, kinda. Like a bit more in November, a bit less in December. But I'm gonna stop rambling and just jump into it, because you're here for the readathons and not for me babbling. So let's start it. First, I'm gonna talk about the Believathon, which is a readathon, a month-long readathon in November, created by Gavin, Gav7, but I don't know his full name. Gavin Etherington. You know my accent. Never mind. The readathon will start on November 1st till the last day of November, so November 30th, and it is all about reading middle grade books. So obviously you have some prompts you can follow, etc, but you don't have to push yourself too much and read 10 books. Just enjoy. If you're discovering middle grade books, that's really a great way to do it, because you're gonna be surrounded by the community reading exactly the same thing as you. And yes, I found in love with middle grade recently thanks to JD Reads, and Gavin is actually one of her friends, so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do that readathon as well, especially because I got a few middle grades recently. So I will link the Twitter account down below, because there is a Twitter, you can follow him and see the announcement video on YouTube. There is a Believathon compendium that you can download, so with the prompts, etc, etc. Let me just check if I can just open one and show you what it is about. So it looks like this. Will you be able to see? It looks like this, and it's really well done. I love it a lot. And there are like suggestions, like for instance, read a book featuring magic. You can pick A Pinch of Magic, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, or Nevermore, etc. So you have all the prompts and suggestions, but you can read whatever you want. If you have a book that fits the prompt, that's absolutely fine. Even Harry Potter is a middle grade, the polar bear explorer for read a book with a strong sense of friendship, etc, etc. So I really appreciate that. And there is also the group book, so we will be reading Frost Heart by Jamie Littler. Here you can see. We're gonna have lots of fun with that readathon, believe me. Then the Thewildsasha is a month-long bingo readathon happening in November, and it's hosted by Rocket Rule at Storybook 87, Bunny Brickard, Pop-Tart, and yeah, you can use the hashtag #3Healathon. So I will link the Twitter down below. I should stop saying that I will link the Twitter down below, because this is obviously gonna be the case. Yeah, let me check if I can find more information. I think it already started. Yeah, obviously we are November 1st when I filmed this. Yeah, you can tell I'm super late, but whatever. So I found like the bingo board. They look like this, with all the names of the character, and apparently there is also like a list of prompts. Let me check if I can find it. Yeah, so for instance, if you want to read the Bingo Square, whatever, Lucas Scott, you're gonna have to read a book, read a classic or a book on your backlist. If you go for Chris Keller, you're gonna read a book of poetry, or that's in verse. If you go for Queen James, read a book that involves travel of some kind. So another really well thought readathon, so the link will be down below if you want to join them. Then the Nonfiction Readathon. You simply need to read a book that's non-fiction during the month of November, and you actually did the readathon. So that's also a simple one. You can add a non-fiction book to any other readathon, so you're also doing that readathon, if that makes sense. I don't know if I said it, but it is a month-long readathon, and it is hosted by Bookolive, and she's also on BookTube, so you can watch the announcement video. Then the one readathon, or the one readathon to rule them all, is hosted by No Reading Degree. It starts on November 17 until the 1st of December, and I don't actually have more information about it because it says here, this is your reminder to be on the lookout for some announcement tomorrow, let's say around noon. So the announcement should come, maybe by the time you're seeing this video it will come out, so just check the link down below and see if there is more information, because so far I don't have any more information. So yeah. Then there is a 24-hour readathon hosted by Basically Brit, and the name is Basically Readathon. Yeah, I got it right. So it is 24-hour readathon that will take place on Saturday, November 16. And yes, we're just gonna read books for 24 hours, you know. And the goal is actually to read a book that's been on your TBR for a very, very, very long time. And I think it will be easy for everyone to pick one book, because we all have one book that's been sitting there, that's been looking at us saying, read me, but for some reason we never got time for it. So that's gonna be the opportunity, and it's only a 24-hour commitment, so it's gonna be like cool to do so. For the book, I'm talking for the book. Then there is another readathon I've just heard of, and this is the Readathon created by Kasha over at Kasha in Bookland. It is a month-long readathon, and it's focusing on thriller, horror-ish books. It doesn't need to be October to be horror or Halloween. It can be even in August, you know what I mean? Yeah. You also have some prompts, like for instance, the first prompt is Carrie, the Blood Challenge. Read a horror book with red on the cover. That's a pretty easy prompt. And also, let's say Dr. Sleep. Oh, I've just watched the movie. I'm not gonna say anything. The Bed Challenge. Read a whole book while in bed. So let me know if you will do that one. Then there is a 1-week-long readathon, the Dystopianathon, hosted by Evil Queen Books. It's gonna start on November 23rd until November 29th, and there is a live show on November 30th on her channel, so her channel will be linked down below. And this is all about reading dystopian books. I know a lot of you love dystopians, so maybe you could read even more during that readathon. Then another readathon I just found out like 10 minutes before filming. It is a Thankful readathon, and actually you're gonna read books you're thankful for some reason, and it starts on November 1st until the last day of November. And I don't know who actually created that, because even the Twitter doesn't have any names, so I'm like, I'm sorry. And yeah, so I don't know what else to tell you, because I wish I could name someone, but if you know the person, please comment down below so I can add the name or whatever in the description box. There is an Instagram for that readathon, and yeah, let me know what books you're thankful for and why. I will be curious to know. Then you could go on an adventure with Frodo with the Lord of the Readathons. There is a Twitter, and it is a month-long readathon, and you just go on an adventure with Frodo. You could also watch the movies at the same time as other participants. There is a sheet here with all the prompts. So let's say The Brie, The Dancing Pony, Drink Common Pints, read a book that you are excited for, etc, etc. Really, ooh, lots of prompts actually, 12 prompts. The last one, We Celebrate the Return of the King, read a book that features a party. So yeah, that's a cool one. I wish I could like reread The Lord of the Rings, all of them, and The Hobbit, etc. I really should do that recently. I have so many books I would like to reread, but no time for it because so many new books. But if you wanna go on an adventure with Frodo and yeah, have fun with other fans of The Lord of the Rings, well, you know what to do. Then apparently there is another very famous readathon never heard of until now. This is the Buzzword Readathon, and it was created by Books and Lala, but it's gonna be hosted by Gabby Reads this year. It starts on November 18 until November 25th. And apparently all you have to do is read a book with a number in the title, so that's quite easy. I thought at the beginning that it was hard, but actually after looking through some books, I found it pretty easy to find books with number in the title. So yeah, another very famous one, apparently never heard of until this time. I don't know where I've been living in a cave, I think, but this is a time topple readathon round 9. So it starts on November 9 until November 22nd, and it was created actually by Thoughts on Tombs, and lots of people are actually doing it, like Kaz, oh, what's her channel's name? The Owl Books? Owl Bookmore? Owl something? Little Owl. Yeah, that's Little Owl, right? Little Book Owl. And the prompt is actually easy. All you need is to read a book over 500 pages. So all you need is a big way to say it, like a stupid way to say it, because 500 pages books are huge, breaks, whatever. But it is a good opportunity to actually get rid of these books, or to actually give them the chance to be read. I personally am always scared to read big books because I want to read small ones, and at the end of the month I'm like, yeah, I've read 3 books of 300 pages. It means that I could have read a book over 500 pages, you know what I mean? So you can do it. You can do it. Then the Minecraft Readathon starting in November as well, hosted by Eve Rose 666. I don't know if you see Eve Rose or Ave Rose or Av Rose, I'm sorry for that, but it's starting on November 1st until the very end of November, so it's a month long. I don't know why I keep repeating myself. And there are prompts, so I'm just gonna check what are the prompts. A cat. Read a book with more than 5 different colors on the cover. A horse. Read a book that has a non-human main character. Okay, that's quite interesting. Wolf. Read a book you think you will love. Obviously. Talking about wolves, talking about love, etc, etc. Oh, that's a cool prompt. Like, that's a cool readathon. Never heard of it. But yeah, it's starting today, actually. But you can join any readathon at any time, so that's fine. I hope you have some tea or coffee or whatever next to you, because that's not the end of the video. Like, I'm sorry, wolves. I don't know if you've watched my previous video like this, but there is a readathon happening on Goodreads, a yearathon, and they have 1 week long readathon each month. And in November, it's gonna start on November 4th till November 10, and it's all about reading mythology and retelling books that are waiting to be read on your TBR. So that's good. There is also one in December, but I'm gonna talk about that one later. If you're a fan of the show, the TV show Friends, there is maybe a readathon that you should consider participating in, and this is the Friends Reading Challenge. So I don't know if there is a Twitter. Yes, there is a Twitter, Friends Reads, and you can even use the hashtag. It starts on November 17 until the last day of November, and you can sign in. The weird noises you're hearing, it's Mooney. Mooney is actually just next to me, so you know. And you have prompts based on each character. So for instance, you have the one with Phoebe. Ursula has been using your name again. Read a book about twins. Or the one with Rachel. Rachel teaches Joy to sail. Read a book involving the sea, etc, etc. So if you're a fan of the show, I think a lot of people are actually, well, there is a readathon for you. I want to talk about the 3 Wizard Tournament readathon because it starts actually in November. It's gonna end in December, but you have different tasks, and it's quite like interesting. It's well done, and it's based on Harry Potter and Yule Ball. So I mean, yeah, And what's funny is that you are separated in teams according to your month birth. So mine is October, so from September to December, my school is actually Hogwarts. So what else? So it is hosted by a chapter charmer, and let me check if there is something more I can tell you. The first task is dragons. 11-17 November, you must retrieve the golden egg the dragon is guarding. Your school will be assigned a dragon in the opening ceremony, and you must pick a method to place it. And I don't know, let me check if there is more information about that first task. Oh, there is actually. As my school is Hogwarts, I will have to defeat the common Welsh Green. And for that, it is thought the Welsh Green may have started the Great Fire of London. Read a historical fiction. Challenge 2, the method. I have to pick one for extra skill points. There is a lot to talk about for that readathon, so please check the link because I feel like I could do a whole video talking about it. So check the announcement video, the Twitter, and the WordPress because there is a blog explaining everything, so you don't miss any information. So, but it is Harry Potter, so you know. And there is another readathon starting in November, ending in December, and this is a Christmas spirit readathon starting on November 25th until December 8th. It is hosted by Michelle, so the blog is actually Seasons of Reading. I don't have more information, so maybe I just cannot find it, but it says here more information coming soon, so keep your eyes open for that. What, Money? You want to go outside? Go to bed so you don't make noises. Yeah, you good girl. Yeah, you're such a good girl. Yeah, baby poo. That's the end for November. We're gonna start with all the readathons happening in December. Just remember that the 3 Wizard readathon is starting in November, ending in December, and the Spirit, like what's the name again? Christmas Spirit readathon as well, same as the previous one. But yeah, let's talk about the readathons happening in December. So for the Readathon in December, it's gonna start on December 2nd until December 8th, and it's all about graphic novels and short stories. So yeah, I should really get into graphic novels. I should give them a chance. Then there is a Cosyathon. So as usual for readathons, when you talk about them way early in the year, way before the starting point, the starting date, it is more complicated to find information. Here all I know is that it's gonna take place in December 2nd until December 8th. It's hosted by 2 persons, Georgia from Reading Euphoria and Zoe from Reader B, and there is no more information about that because when you go on the Twitter you can find tweets from 2018. So keep an eye on that because it's Cosyathon, so I guess it's gonna be like in your comfort zone reading mode kind of thing. I don't know if what I said is English, but whatever. So yeah. There is a Strangeathon that hosts actually 2 readathons, one in October and one in December. And in December is gonna be the Ghostathon that will start on December 20 until December 31st. It is hosted by Stella and Rachel Verna. Links down below as usual. There is a Discord, so maybe you will find all the information on Discord, or you can ask the host exactly what it is about, etc, etc. But yeah, that's all the information I have so far. Then there is also a queer literature readathon, the queer lit readathon in December. So it's going to be a 1 week long readathon starting on December 1st until December 7th. It's hosted by 2 persons, Shan No Says and K3 Hearts. It's biannual actually, and you should follow actually the Twitter for more information about it. That's all I know so far. And let me check if there is more information. Oh, there is like a board with challenges, POC author, etc. Sorry. So middle grade books, graphic novel, non-fiction, new author, translated, etc, etc. So sounds like it could be easy to find books for that, but again, I'm not a professional. I don't know everything, so yeah. There is also the Very Merry Readathon that will happen also in December. I don't know when exactly, because apparently last year it was a 1 week long readathon, so maybe it's going to be the case this year as well. I don't have more information except that it's hosted by Tiny Book Dragon, Christid 89, Cup of Wonderland, Sunwood's Life, Paper Fairies, and Bookish Porcupine, I think you said. But yeah, I don't have more information about that except that it's a Very Merry Readathon. So I don't know if it's all about merry Christmassy like books or not. So yeah, please keep your eyes open for more information. That's pretty much all I have so far. Maybe G over at Book Rose will create something for like Christmas at Hogwarts or whatever. Maybe there will be like another 24-hour readathon. Maybe there's gonna be like a witchathon as well. Maybe there's gonna be something inspired by fantasy by Jade over at JD Rereads. I used to say JD Rereads, but apparently it's JD Rereads. Whatever, I'm so bad with names. Maybe there will be other stuff as well, you creating new readathons, etc. Don't hesitate to talk to me about them so I can at least link them down below, if not talking about them, or maybe talk about them in my vlogs, etc. But that's pretty much all I have for now. That's actually a lot. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this video because it's gonna be a monster. But hopefully you will have fun and join some of the readathons I talked about. But yeah, I will be curious to know which readathon you're gonna be participated in, the books you're gonna read, etc, etc. I feel like I'm gonna go low-key with readathons for November and December because I would like to personally read some books. Like, I have personal goals, so I will try to focus on my goals and just chill out for the very busy season. I wanna say it's not gonna be busy for me because I don't like Christmas. I don't love Christmas. I don't do Christmas. So yeah, weird. Don't ask. Wolves, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to be a part of the pack. Talk to me in the comment section as usual. And until next time, take care, wolves. Bye.